All right.
Yo, yo,
Yo, yo,
yo.
yo, we live.
We live.
All right, y'all, come on in, come on in. Yeah, we live. All right, we're gonna get into
Hey,
this Gene Hackman press conference. We got the update. We're gonna get into this update of Gene Hackman and his wife. Then we're gonna get into this Diddy update
huh,
of what's the crypto scam dude said talk about Diddy life behind bars. We're gonna get into that.
yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all smash
come
that
on in.
like
We
button
live.
when y'all get in.
All right, we live, y'all. Come on now. Come on in. Get situated. We're gonna get into this. Yeah, it's mysterious. It's mysterious how this played out with Gene Hackman and his wife dying. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's very still suspicious for me,
It's
and
still kind of suspicious.
it's more, even more now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's even more suspicious now.
you don't find this suspicious? Yeah, this shit's definitely
Fact.
suspicious. We're gonna get into it, y'all. Shout out to y'all just tuning in. I guess we can go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all can catch it back on the replay. This video is sponsored by 90dayherbals.com. Before we even get into it, make sure y'all take advantage of the 30% off on all CMOS on the website. Also join the email list and get 15% off ND25, ND Herbals 2025. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So let's go
right.
ahead and get into this
Let's get
press
it.
conference, man. Hit that like button if y'all just coming in here too.
Everybody. I'm Sheriff Adan Mendoza.
Let me know if y'all can hear this, John, man. Cause
Yeah, you can hear. You can turn the
you
volume
can
up a
hear.
little bit.
Yeah, let me try
Yeah.
to see if I can. Yeah, that's the loudest that John go. All right.
Santa Fe
All
County
right.
Sheriff's Office. With me today is Dr. Heather Durrell, Chief Medical Investigator for the New Mexico Office of the Medical Investigator. Dr. Aaron Phipps, New Mexico State Public Health Veterinarian, New Mexico Department of Health, and also Chief Brian Moya, Santa Fe City Fire Department. This investigation started on February 26th with the discovery of Mr. Hackman and Ms. Arakawa and their dog at their residence. I just want to do a short recap and then touch on some new information. As we know, both individuals tested negative for carbon monoxide. City Fire conducted tests and deemed scene safe for deputies to conduct their investigation. The preliminary pacemaker interrogation results were released last week, and I'll let Dr. Durrell touch more specifically on those results. The gas company New Mexico, they also did an analysis of the residence, and they found one minor leak in a single burner on the kitchen stove, which was 0.33% of room air, which was pretty minute and insignificant. Since that time, Xena, the deceased dog, has been taken for necropsy at the Veterinary Diagnostic Services, and we'll be awaiting those results. Let's speak a little bit in reference to the timeline for Betsy
All
Arakawa.
right.
We know from our investigation that on February 9th, 2025, she picked up Xena from Bruta Veterinary Hospital. There was a procedure that was done with the dog, which may explain why the dog was in a crate at the residence. Let's move on to February 11th, 2025.
Spooky, bro.
Mrs. Arakawa had an email conversation with her massage therapist at about 11:21 a.m. Moving on into the afternoon, Ms. Arakawa was at the Sprouts Farmers Market between 3:30 and 4:15 p.m. Ms. Arakawa was seen on surveillance video at the CVS Pharmacy in Santa Fe from 4:12 to 4:20 p.m. She then stopped at a local pet food store at about 4:54 p.m. Her car was seen on surveillance, and the remote control clicker that is assigned to her and her vehicle was used to enter the subdivision to gain access to the gated community at 5:15 p.m. Numerous emails were unopened on her computer on February 11th. There was no additional outgoing communication from her or known activity after February 11th, 2025. The cell phone information and the cell phone data is pending. We're working with state police to get the information from those phones, but our investigation shows that all the last known communication and activity from Ms. Arakawa was on February 11th. I'm going to go ahead and turn over the podium to Dr. Gerald. I would ask that everybody refrain from asking questions until everybody has provided their statements. I'll step up to the podium, and then we'll go ahead and field questions from the media. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here. I'm Dr. Heather Gerald, the Chief Medical Examiner for New Mexico at the Office of the Medical Investigator. I'd like to begin by stating that it is unprecedented for the Office of the Medical Investigator to make public statements about death investigations. However, the circumstances surrounding these two deaths require accurate dissemination of important information. I've also spoken with the Hackman family prior to this conference, who are aware of the autopsy findings and conclusions and are aware of this conference. On Thursday, February 27th, I performed an autopsy on Mr. Gene Hackman. Medical examiner Dr. Daniel Gallego at the Office of the Medical Investigator performed a full autopsy on Miss Betsy Arakawa Hackman, also on Thursday, February 27th. By report, Miss Arakawa Hackman's legal name is Betsy Hackman, which is how she will be referred to hereafter. The cause of death for Miss Betsy Hackman, aged 65 years, is hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. The manner of death is natural. Autopsy examination and full body postmortem CT demonstrated no findings of trauma internally or externally, with microscopic findings consistent with hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. Laboratory testing was positive for hantavirus at a clinical lab, with required confirmation testing positive at Scientific Laboratories Division. Testing for COVID-19, influenza, and other common respiratory viruses was negative. Testing for carbon monoxide was negative. There were no other significant natural disease findings. Pills present on scene were thyroid medication, which were being taken as prescribed and is not currently a concern for a contributory cause of death. The cause of death for Mr. Gene Hackman, aged 95 years, is hypertensive and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, with Alzheimer's disease as a significant contributory factor. Autopsy examination and a full body postmortem CT examination demonstrated no acute findings of internal or external trauma and showed severe heart disease, including multiple surgical procedures involving the heart, evidence of prior heart attacks, and severe changes of the kidneys due to chronic high blood pressure. Examination of the brain showed advanced Alzheimer's disease, as well as blood vessel changes in the brain secondary to chronic high blood pressure. Laboratory testing performed at Scientific Laboratories Division was negative for COVID-19, influenza, and other common respiratory viruses. Testing for hantavirus was negative. Testing for carbon monoxide was negative. Additionally, there were no autopsy findings concerning for hantavirus infection. I have been asked when death occurred for these individuals. There is no reliable scientific method to accurately determine the exact time or date of death. Mr. Hackman's initial pacemaker data revealed cardiac activity on February 17th, with subsequent pacemaker interrogation demonstrating an abnormal rhythm of atrial fibrillation on February 18th, which was the last record of heart activity. Based on this information, it is reasonable to conclude that Mr. Hackman probably died around February 18th. Based on the circumstances, it is reasonable to conclude that Ms. Hackman passed away first, with February 11th being the last time that she was known to be alive. Lastly, clinically, hantavirus infection is characterized by flu-like symptoms consisting of fever, muscle aches, cough, sometimes vomiting and diarrhea that can progress to shortness of breath and cardiac or heart failure and lung failure. This occurs after a 1 to 8 week exposure to excrement from a primarily particular mouse species that carries hantavirus. The mortality of hantavirus, the mortality rate of the hantavirus strain in the Southwest is about 38 to 50%. The hantavirus strains in the United States are not transmissible from person to person. And so this is an appropriate time to segue to Dr. Aaron Phipps, the state public health veterinarian with the New Mexico Department of Health. But before I do so, I'd like to kindly ask for everyone to please respect the privacy that Mr. Gene Hackman, Miss Betsy Hackman, and their family and friends deserve. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gerald. I will now provide additional information about hantaviruses in New Mexico. There are many different types of hantaviruses found worldwide. These viruses are zoonotic, meaning they are transmitted from animals to humans. Hantaviruses are carried by rodents. The hantavirus found in New Mexico, the sin nombre virus, is found throughout the state, primarily in deer mice, but in other rodents as well. Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome is a rare disease caused by hantaviruses, but a small number of human infections are found every year in New Mexico. Over the past 5 years, New Mexico has confirmed between 1 and 7 hantavirus infections in humans each year.
It seems like some programming right here.
Yeah, right.
We have identified 136 infections over the past 50
Foul
years
play.
in
It seemed
New
like
Mexico
foul
residents.
play was
5
happening
of these
around
in
there.
Santa Fe County.
All three of the
This is a
dog,
serious
Hackman,
Yeah,
and the wife. All three.
Yeah.
They talking about something they can't determine the time of death. Talking about a disease that's carried by rats. Man, it sounds like it's straight out of a comic book.
Yeah, this sounds like some type of agenda going on.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, right.
It
The
sounds
hunting,
like
what it's called? The hunting virus?
what's the name was probably looking for Hackman's money, the wife. Probably like what happened to all his money? Shit like that.
Damn,
Like they be talking too much. Yeah, you already know they taking people out rather than pay them. So if anybody owe anybody any money, you a celebrity, you just gonna take the L or they gonna give you a L.
One or the other.
Yep.
disease. 42% of these infections here in New Mexico were fatal. Most transmission occurs around the patient's residence or workplace, and the New Mexico Department of Health typically conducts an environmental investigation at the residence of all hantavirus cases in our jurisdiction. This can help identify specific areas that may pose higher risk, providing insight into where transmission may have occurred and how to prevent future infections. On March 5th, the New Mexico Department of Health staff conducted a risk assessment of the property, including the main residence, as well as other structures on the property. This was critically important to address concerns about health risk to first responders, as well as to inform any prevention measures needed to protect the family and other individuals entering the property in the future. We assessed the risk of exposure in the primary residence as low, similar to other well-maintained houses in New Mexico. We did identify signs of rodent entry in other structures on the property and provided information and resources about reducing the risk of hantavirus transmission related to those areas. Hantavirus can be transmitted to people.
Hold on, though. Yeah, bro, now this is getting to some agenda stuff, because bats, remember? Wuhan, China, and bats.
Not even just that. She messed up. They messed up. Because they don't know if the rats it could have been rats that got to their bodies after they were dead.
And I'm thinking
they could have been infected after they were dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like
you don't even they don't even know how long they was in there, because she said they couldn't tell the time. There was no way scientifically they could tell the actual time of death or when they died. So how you know the rats didn't get in there afterwards and started transmitting those diseases? How you know they didn't die before that? You don't know when. You don't know when the rats came in. You can't even. You don't know. You don't know the time they died. You don't know the time that. Yeah, they don't know the time that they died. Them rats could have came afterwards. Yeah, people have mice running around their house all the time.
You best believe them rats came in after they was dead.
Facts. Right, and they could have seen them. And you know, if they see a dead body laying there, they gonna take a chunk.
Hell yeah.
Cause rat, you know what I'm saying? They opportunists. Hell yeah.
Take a chunk.
Hell yeah, they gonna take a chunk.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, so if that was the case, then they already messed up. There's already holes in their story.
Urine droppings or saliva, so it is important to take special steps when cleaning up after rodents. Avoiding contact with or breathing in aerosolized rodent urine or feces, especially in a poorly ventilated area, is key. Detailed guidance can be found on the New Mexico Department of Health and the CDC websites, but I will provide a very brief summary now. It is important to use gloves and a well-fitting N95 mask when around rodent-infested
rats smell that dead body.
Windows or doors for at least 30 minutes beforehand to increase ventilation. Spray the area thoroughly with a 10% bleach solution or a commercial disinfectant. Let it sit for 5 minutes. Next, clean the area with paper towels, then throw them away in a covered garbage can that is regularly emptied. Before removing gloves, wash your gloved hands with soap and water or with a disinfectant, and then after removing gloves, wash your hands again with soap and water. It's important to never sweep up or vacuum mouse droppings, since this
Why they sound they promote some type? Why they sound they promoting some type of virus?
Like they started, like they already
Yeah.
getting in people's psyche. They gonna say, oh, and soon they gonna say the cattle's affected with it.
Right.
So they can start, unaliving more cattle.
Right. You see that?
So that mess
You
up
hear-
the food supply.
You hear how they promoting it?
Because she's stressing the point that it happens from animals to humans. It's only transferred from animals to humans. You see, it's like a program that they getting in your head. That's exactly what it is.
Damn.
People better wake up fast. Because
This
this is definitely sounding agenda based.
It damn sure
The
do.
way it do sound like she promote, it's like she's talking
Yeah.
like a programmer. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know why they think this shit still work on everybody. Like it's some niggas that's here that just like we can see right through the programs.
Yeah, some people
Like that's
would
a straight up
definitely see
program that she's pushing.
through it. Yeah, some
To
people
haunt
would
them, right?
definitely
Just
see
to
through
get
it.
people more scared of
Yeah.
something that's probably not even real. Something that
Yeah,
they
bro.
made up.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all gotta peep the tone. Y'all gotta peep the energy and the tone when these people talk. You guys just listen. You could just hear the program energy coming out of them.
Yeah.
particles up into the air. Since hantavirus is found throughout New Mexico, awareness of these risks
Sound like
and how
AI.
to use them is important for all New Mexicans.
Yeah,
The New
they
Mexico
promoting that
Department
hunter
of Health extends
virus
our deepest
crap.
condolences
Right.
to the families and friends.
That's the next
during this difficult
agenda.
time.
Y'all hear?
Yeah. They doing it to Gene Hackman's death.
Yeah.
I think that'll conclude the
How we
statements
know he
for
was?
today. We will go.
And how we know he wasn't sacrificed for this very moment?
Yo, you know, this is
How
crazy
we
how
know?
they do that.
How we know Gene Hackman and his wife wasn't sacrificed for this very moment to promote this hunter virus? How we don't know?
You know what's crazy though? Then right after Kobe helicopter went down, the coronavirus happened right after that.
Was it during it? It was after that or during it?
It happened right after, like they happened like right after each other. Like
But then them chicken
they were
sandwiches
very
too.
close. They were very close with the Kobe going down first. Yeah, that happened first.
And then them chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, the chicken sandwiches was before all of that. Facts.
Yeah.
People was getting wild and cutting each other up. You know what I mean? Over chicken sandwiches. Taking each other out over chicken sandwiches, bro.
Right.
It's crazy.
And 8 questions. I asked that there be 1 question per agency. And
Now,
please
let me see if they start asking
state
about
who
the
you're directing the
virus.
question to, as there's several individuals here at this conference.
Yeah, Sheriff, just to clarify the timeline here, does this mean Gene Hackman was likely home with his deceased wife for a week before he passed away himself?
Yes, I would assume that is the case.
Do you believe, given his Alzheimer's status, that Mr. Hackman was able to live on his own and survive for those 7 days?
I think that's more a question, maybe for Dr. Durrell.
Look.
Just to repeat so that everyone could hear, the question was, do we believe that Mr. Hackman was able to live on his own and survive? The answer to that question is that Mr. Hackman showed
Look at it.
evidence of advanced Alzheimer's disease. I'm not aware of what his normal daily functioning capability was. He was in a very poor state of health. He had significant heart disease, and
She's
I
on
think
the rest.
ultimately that is what resulted in his death. I was able to look at fluid to determine if he was dehydrated, and I did not see evidence of dehydration. I did see evidence of very poor kidney function, and I think he died as a result of his heart disease and with Alzheimer's being that contributing factor.
What about starvation?
The question was, what about starvation? So there was no food in his stomach, which means he had not eaten recently, but he had also no evidence of dehydration.
So based on your understanding of the progression of the Alzheimer's, do you believe that he was possibly not aware that his wife had died? Or
She
didn't
wanted
know
to
what
get out of
do in
there.
that situation?
Yeah.
it's difficult to answer. The question was,
Look at
was he
her body
aware
language.
that Ms.
It's
Hackman
almost like
died?
they forcing her
And
to
I think
say
that
this
question's
stuff.
difficult to answer, but I can tell you that he was in an advanced state of Alzheimer's, and it's quite possible that he was not aware that she was deceased.
This is for the sheriff. Considering the circumstances under which Mr. Hackman was found in the mudroom with his walking cane and sunglasses by him, do you think there is a possibility that he was trying to help for his wife?
That's hard to answer. Again, it's hard to get into the frame of mind of what was happening at the time. And I don't know if we'll ever have the answer to that question, whether he was going to go for help or he wasn't.
Sure. Are there any other big questions that you're trying to answer? I mean, does this answer the biggest questions you had about their death in this case? Is there anything else that you're really seeking?
Yeah, so the question is there any other big questions that are left? I think a lot of questions were answered here today. I think there was, Dr. Durrell went over the cause of death, and I think a lot of those questions are answered. I think the timeline that we've been given as far as the pacemaker results and the history and evidence that we found as far as the timeline of Miss Arakawa, I think a lot of the questions have been answered. We are waiting on the cell phones, but I would very unlikely.
I know y'all can smell the bullish coming off of this this press conference here.
You learned about Mr. Hackman's communication after February 11th. Talk to any friends of his who had spoken with him during that week-long period, or know anything about what he was doing?
So the question is whether there was any communication from Mr. Hackman or activity, and no, at this point, no. I don't know if he used cell phones or technology or emails. There's no indication of that. So right now there is no activity from Mr. Hackman.
Sheriff, you know if his pacemaker was connected to some sort of monitoring service. Was anyone tipped off that something's wrong?
The question was his pacemaker connected to a monitoring service? The answer to that is that his physician, one of his physicians, had contacted me and told me that they could see the data from the 17th, but that to really get the most information from that would come from the interrogation of the pacemaker. And that's as much as I can answer, not being a cardiologist.
They didn't say whether or not they were monitoring or was his pacemaker being tweaked. If you send back data in exact time so that someone can say, hey, something's not right.
I can't answer that question. I'm sorry.
Are you Dr. Durrell?
Sure.
Was there any footage that came from the body cam from the house?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Was there any footage or anything that you could see from like body cam footage from the house?
Are you talking about the body cams that the investigator, the responding personnel were?
Video? Was there any video?
No. So there was no outside surveillance or interior surveillance that we are aware of in the residence. So there was nothing to show the activity inside or outside the residence, and not at this time. No.
Dr. Durrell, you mentioned that one of the symptoms of hantavirus is shortness of breath. We learned before that Betsy Hackman was laying on the floor when she was found. What kind of medical episode would she have had to cause her to fall and then not be able to ask for help?
The question was regarding shortness of breath with hantavirus and what kind of medical episode would we expect from somebody found on the floor. And I think to be able to answer that question fairly, it can go back to hantavirus infection, which initiates with what's called a prodromal phase. That's initially flu-like symptoms where a person has fever and muscle aches, that they don't feel well. After, of course, being exposed to rodent excrement. And that phase can last roughly 3 to 6 days. And then they can transition to that pulmonary phase where they have fluid in their lungs and around their lungs. And at that point, a person can die very quickly, within 24 to 48 hours, roughly speaking, without medical treatment. It's not uncommon to find someone down on the floor as part of a terminal collapse, so to speak. And that may very well have been what happened to
So
Ms. Hackman.
you're estimating her time of death on the 11th, or is it possible that she collapsed and was alive for a couple of days?
It's hard to say. I don't think she was on the floor alive for a couple of days. I think that she went through that time period, and I don't know when she began to feel ill. And those are just things that I don't know that I'm ever going to have the answers to. But I think, and going back to that initial time period, roughly 3 to 6 days of feeling ill and then succumbing pretty quickly after fluid begins to build up in the lungs.
Given the dog was created, is it fair to assume that the dog died of dehydration or starvation?
I don't think we know the answer to that. However, given the timelines presented, it is a possibility.
Is it possible the dog had the hantavirus?
Dogs do not get sick from hantavirus.
Sure. The question was if we knew on Betsy's visit to the pharmacy if there was some medication or she consulted with a pharmacist. We don't have that information, and I'm not sure that we can get that information due to HIPAA laws, but we don't have that information right now.
Sure.
Sir. At this point, there's no indication that there was a caretaker at the home.
Sure. With the footage that you saw of Betsy on February 11th, was there any indication?
I don't
that
know,
she
y'all.
was
This
on
ain't
track or
sounding
having
right.
trouble moving
Something
around?
sounding
sound
real
right.
foul.
We can analyze the video a little more, but it's going to be hard to tell. She was walking around, she was shopping, she was visiting stores, but my detectives didn't indicate that there was any problem with her or struggle of her getting around. So, and I believe she had a mask on also, so I'll have to confirm that, but yeah, there wasn't any indication of that. Sasha?
They don't know what the dog died from. They don't know what anybody died from.
Right.
Or they actually do. They just covering it up.
Yeah, the question was
Facts.
last time the city of Santa Fe or the county dealt with the hunter case. I think we're gonna have to look into that. I'll get back to you. I would have to do some data before we do that.
Have you had any communication with the CDC? Is there a concern about a bigger public health issue here when it comes to hantavirus?
The CDC is aware of this case. Hantavirus is a notifiable condition nationally. All
They
hantavirus
starting to look
cases are
goofy up
notified,
there.
to them. This is not an unusual case. We get cases every
This
year.
shit started to look
unfortunately.
goofy,
So
y'all.
we're not
Goofy,
seeing
bro.
any indications of any abnormal or unusual patterns.
I don't know about
Two
y'all,
more
but this is
questions,
starting to look
and then
goofy,
we'll
man.
wrap this up. Is there anybody that hasn't asked a question yet? Sir. Again, we're going through some of the communications, and I think the cell phones may have some indications of that prior to the 11th. But as of this moment, I don't have any information that she was indicating that she was feeling ill during any communication. One more question.
Since there's no sense that this is criminal in nature, are you closing this investigation? Are you still going to be releasing body camera footage from the deputies that entered the house? What happens next?
So we will.
Yep, the goof troop. Yep.
Deal with IPRA requests as necessary. If there's body camera or any request for public information, we will be releasing that because of the law. But yeah, we consider this an open investigation until we close the loopholes of the cell phones, until we finish out the necropsy results of the canine and other loose ends that we need to tie up. But you know, I think we're pretty close to the timeline and with the information that Dr. Durrell provided.
One question on the heart disease. Is it fair to describe this as a heart attack, or is that not an accurate term for heart disease being suffered?
The question was, is it fair to conclude that Mr. Hackman died from a heart attack? And the answer to that is that it's a little bit difficult to say. I saw no microscopic evidence of a recent heart attack. However, those changes can also take some time to develop, several hours to develop, so that I could see it under the microscope. He could have had an abnormal heart rhythm. We already know that he was in atrial fibrillation on the 18th, and that could have evolved into a more terminal heart rhythm.
Is heart failure an okay way to describe it? If we use that terminology.
The question was, did Mr. Hackman have heart failure? Oftentimes we see fluid around the lungs and heart failure, ingestion of the liver. I did not see that in his case, but he had very poor heart or very extensive heart disease. And so he would have been predisposed to abnormal heart rhythms, and hence he had a pacemaker as well.
Thank you, everybody. That'll conclude the press conference for today. Thank you, everybody.
All right, we're gonna get.
They pretty much said nothing, and every story that they told had a hole in it.
Right. Yeah, we gotta get into this Diddy. Yo, I see TMZ had posted a party from 2010. Diddy, I think it was a New Year's party or something like that. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get to that, but let's get into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.
All right. It's nightandayherbals.com. Definitely make sure y'all head over there and support the shop. We do ship out fast, timely fashion. So definitely head over there and support. All right.
Definitely appreciate y'all for supporting too.
Facts.
Even shipping out y'all orders. I know a lot of y'all probably already got y'all orders. You should have.
All right. So we got Sam Bankman-Fried calls Diddy Combs his kind in jail interview with Carlston Tucker. So we're gonna get into this. So this is Diddy behind bars. This is the crypto guy. This is the crypto scam guy, the billionaire.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They just happen to be in the same you know what, man?
Yeah, I know, right? Fact. I know, right?
Oh, this is wild, man. It's almost scripted, ain't it? All of it. The Hunger Games out this month.
Right.
There's no volume right now.
Ain't no volume?
Nah, ain't no volume.
All right, let me just let me just do this. Stop sharing it. And then share it again.
Yeah, I mean, they just happen to be in the same unit. The FTX dude, scam artist who scammed all them billions of dollars of crypto.
Right.
He happened to be in the same unit that Diddy's in.
Facts. All right, here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Are you hanging with Diddy? I think he's in there with you.
He is. You know, he's been kind. I've made some friends. It's a lot of, ex-gangsters or sort of alleged ex-gangsters.
Yes, definitely alleged. So what's Diddy like?
I've only seen one piece of him. Diddy in prison. You know, he's been kind to people in the unit. He's been kind to me.
You're two of the most famous prisoners in the world in the same unit. What do the armed robbers think?
Some of them are, I think are thinking like, wow, this is sort of a big opportunity, like to meet people they wouldn't otherwise get to meet, which is, it shocked me the first time I heard that. Right? It makes sense from their perspective, but like, boy, is that not how I think about prison.
Are you hanging with Diddy? I think he's in there with you.
He is. You know, he's been kind. I've made some friends. It's a lot of, ex-gangsters or sort of alleged ex-gangsters.
Yes, definitely alleged. So what's Diddy like?
I've only seen one piece of him. Diddy in prison. You know, he's been kind to people in the unit. He's been kind to me.
You're two of the most famous prisoners in the world in the same unit. What do the armed robbers think? Some
of them are, I think are thinking like, wow, this is sort of a big opportunity, like to meet people they wouldn't otherwise get to meet, which is, it shocked me the first time I heard that. Right? It makes sense from their perspective, but like, boy, is that not how I think about prison.
Then he scammed for like, how much did he scam in crypto?
Bro, it was a whole crypto exchange, so that's billions, bro. Billions of dollars. It was billions of dollars that was lost. So you gotta think about it. Both of their cases were world news on CNN, and they happened to both be in the same jail in the same unit. Both portrayed as supervillains by the news, the world news, mind you. So that everybody's seeing, every country in the world. Like we said, we got people, you see people in Africa saying no Diddy. People in Asia saying no Diddy. And then this big crypto scam, like the FTX fell, and that was huge. That was all over the news. So they both in the same unit. I'm sorry, man. I'm feeling like, y'all remember the Hunger Games, man? Y'all remember behind the scenes and the winners didn't really win nothing, man. They had to play along with the state too, man.
Yeah.
They went on TV. They was told what to say. You know what I'm saying? Everything was scripted. Like, it's all scripted.
All right. Damn.
It's all scripted. And the thing is, it might be some more people that end up in there. Or worse. End up like Gene Hackman and his wife and his dog.
Dang.
Who knows what can happen next?
Fact.
Or end up like Matthew Perry. Or Ann Hesh or Bob Saget hit over the head. That was mysterious. That was mysterious.
Hell yeah.
Like, they can say anything on the news, and like powerful people can get them to say anything on the news.
Right.
And I guess people just gonna believe the official story because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Even when there's holes in it.
Even when there's holes in it, bro. Even when there's holes in it.
I don't know, y'all.
This
is seeming real. This Diddy and this Fried guy. Fried. He looked fried in this. You know what I'm saying? This interview. Him and Diddy just happened to be in the same unit. And they just both got finished making the world news. Known all over the globe. Like, Like none of y'all, like y'all don't see the patterns.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You don't find that suspicious?
To the point where Carlson Tucker had to even say, y'all end up in the same unit.
All right.
Like he even had to be surprised. He was even surprised a little bit.
Well, you know they're gonna keep all the billionaire people in one unit because
They
just
know
think
too
about
much.
it. Not just that. Just think about how much you can get paid by sneaking these niggas stuff in there too. That's like a whole paycheck. A whole paycheck just to bring a bucket of fried chicken or some shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they get extra.
Yeah, bucket of
They get,
fried chicken.
yeah, they get extra
I mean,
perks
make sure
when
it's
they
extra crispy too. You know what I'm
when
saying?
they sneaking and stuff. They probably sneaking them in joints.
Yeah.
They probably sneaking them in all types of stuff, bro. So if you put 3 or 4 billionaires in the same unit and they all got needs and shit, bro, you could get paid.
You know what I'm saying? Sneak me some cheesecake in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them guards can get paid, bro. They sneaking.
I want some juniors. Matter of fact, I want some juniors tomorrow.
Oh, he gonna make the guards walk to get cheesecake?
Right. And there are guards. I want y'all to walk there.
Yo, that's a skit.
That's why the boys say he's a nice guy.
Hold on.
He getting them juniors. He getting them juniors every day.
That might be a skit right there.
You know what I'm saying? He getting the billionaire crypto scam artists. He getting them juniors every day. Diddy be getting them? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta connect to where, you know what I mean, they walk and get me my cheesecake.
Call it not the band, the guards.
Right, the guards, you know what I'm saying?
The guards. You know what I'm saying?
I got connections inside and out. That's why I'm a nice guy. Yeah, I'm the Diddy. Yeah, I'm the Diddy that's in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Since we already in Brooklyn, all you gotta do is walk a couple avenues down and get that cheesecake from Junior's.
Matter of fact, it's another inmate in here. He know how to make juniors straight from commissary. You understand?
You said they know how to make juniors from commissary. That's funny as hell, bro. That's funny as hell.
It's wild out here, man.
This shit wild,
this shit's
bro.
all scripted to me, bro. I look at it as a stage.
Yeah.
It's like one big dramatic play that's just playing out in front of us.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it's that press conference, that was like the Goof Troop standing up there. Actually, a couple of them police officers look like Goofy.
It looks like
the one with the teeth, the tall one with the teeth look confused. That's Goofy right there, and the rest is the troop. A whole damn Goof Troop team out there, man. I don't even know, man. It's getting worse and worse, man. It's getting worse and worse out here. Now you got this dude up here talking about how nice of a guy Diddy is in jail. I got the nice guy, the Diddy version that's in jail. Yeah, the jail version of Diddy. See, I don't really know how he is on the outside, but on the inside, he's a nice guy.
All right. Damn, so they got all right, so TMZ just posted 9 hours ago. Diddy 2010 New Year's Eve party. A tape resurfaced with major celebrities attending. Let's see who there, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see who there at the party.
See.
So take your time, relax, kick off your shoes, baby. It's an all-night thing, you know. You feel me? Let's go. Now we're about to eat, but wherever you at, you just like bow your head and close your eyes. Because we got to bless the food. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going into 2010. We got to go in there the right way, being thankful and grateful. God, may you please bless us going into 2010. Thank you for the food we're about to receive. Please bless our families wherever they at right now. And everybody eat up. Amen. Amen.
Shout out to Diddy. Happy New Year. You know what it is. DJ Cal. It's all about victory. I'm going in. You better believe it. Shout out to Def Jam. Be the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe. It's doing way big.
I want to give a shout out to my brothers that have been inspiring me. They've been my friends for a long time. One of my best friends in the whole world, Busta Rhymes, in the house. You know what I'm saying? He's been my friend for a long time, ever since I was like 12 years old. He's my best friend. He's in the house. Akon, straight from Africa, India, with a silk scarf on, is in the house. If you're looking for Akon, he has a silk white scarf on, so the light can hit him and y'all can make sure y'all see him, because Blue Black is in. And Akon is very rich. He don't even do shows in America no more.
Yeah, he said when he was 12
Okay,
years
he's
old,
in the house.
Buster.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my man Drake is in the house. Fabulous is in the house. This is all brotherly love. My biggest brother of them all, the boss, Ricky Ross, is in the house. Ricky Ross, report to the grass. DJ Khaled, he's the best. He's in the house. Tiana Taylor is in the house. My brother Chris Brown, I'm going to stick with him from thick and thin. Chris Brown is in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because something ain't right. So I know Chris Brown is in the house. Shout out to my son Quincy, my son Christian, my son Justin, my daughters, Jesse and Delilah. We got the Squares in the house. Really signed the Interscope. That way got a little bit to do with it. You know, this is us to make sure the shit is live. So they don't trip and fall. Get your drink on. If you told me, get your drink on. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Go ahead, go, just go.
Regular. Oh yeah, don't play that too long. It looked like a regular party to me. That ain't necessarily a freak off event. People were saying that the parties were separate than the freak off events. Yeah, I mean, like the freak off event might not even be the actual party.
Yeah, they were saying it was party. It was parties after party after.
Yeah, it was a party. Yeah, it was a party with inside of a party.
Like
inside of a party.
Like what you call him just did an interview with Amber Rose just did an interview with
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, with Club Shay Shay. She was saying
yeah,
it was after, like it'd be the after party, but then it'd be another after party after that, and that wasn't even. She's saying that wasn't even a freak off. And what the hell? What parties was the freak off parties then? I guess them Jones was like closed in. Maybe 2 or 3 people there, type of Jones or something. That wasn't like a whole get together of a freak off. It probably was like 2 or 3 people up in that Jones, and they probably just doing some regular consensual adult shit up in there.
I don't know. We don't know what the hell been going on up in there, to be honest with you. But I
it
mean,
seemed like
what
nobody
Amber was
knows.
saying checks out.
Yeah, it seemed like nobody.
With this video.
Yeah, it seemed like nobody knows about the the party.
She said he basically be the host the whole night, which it looked like he was doing on. Actually, all the parties, all the Diddy parties the footage that they show always show him hosting it. So what she said was, I mean, it's accurate as far as what we seen on a video, but as far as the freak offs, yeah, I think that was something closed off. Like it wasn't necessarily the actual party. So it probably was like the party, the after party, then. Yeah, I mean the after party, then the freak off, and then he might have had the freak off with inside the freak off.
The freak off.
Right, a freak off.
Freak off.
Facts. Like it's levels. It's levels to it. It's levels to the freak offs.
We got awards and everything. Rico Love nominated for an award. The Voice Ricky Ross is nominated. Fabulous is nominated for the award. Drake is nominated. Devon Stevens is nominated. Yeah. Polo the Dog is nominated. Chris Brown is nominated.
the fat Rick Ross. Rick Ross before he passed out. Hold on, is the Rick Ross before he passed out? Rick Ross, so that's
before he passed out.
Yeah,
that's
the
the
Rick
before
Ross
the passed out Rick Ross.
Before the passed out.
That's the real one. They said the fake one came after he passed out.
Oh no, well he the double fake one then, because the real Rick Ross is.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah,
well, you talking about the rapper? We talking about the rapper?
Yeah, you talking about the agent. You mean the
yeah,
agent?
we ain't talking about. Yeah, we ain't talking about the other one. Well, the other one was unknowingly an agent, just didn't know it at the time. He knew it afterwards, but he didn't know. He was an agent and didn't even know he was an agent. So they both agents. Don't get it effed up now. You gotta remember the whole inner city epidemic with the crack and all that. You know that. What's more agent than that?
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this guy right here, he don't look like. I mean, I guess because he's just younger in this video, but niggas and parents do be changing real weird after they be having them being locked up for a long time, coming out start look weird, or like this nigga passed out. You don't see him for a little bit. They say what he had a seizure. What they say he had dehydration, like they say about dehydration and seizure and all this stuff. Come back, I guess lost a lot of weight, but then looking completely different. Beard looking like it's pasted on. Like that looked like an actual real beard right there. But the new one after the passing out looked different. That shit looked like it's individually glued. Like he got a beard from Timu and then got his barber to shape it up.
Shout out to Bad Boy Forever. Been hottest label forever. You know, it's not my fifth year bringing me in with Diddy. So it's part of my tradition to bring the new year, you know, in my city. For somebody I respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's wild. Versions of themselves.
So that's the
like a regular party. Look like a regular party to me.
It ain't the party.
Yeah, it ain't the party. That's just
But nobody contested it being at them freak offs though. That's crazy. Like,
nobody ain't gonna admit to that.
So you mean to tell me out of all these celebrities, everybody saying, you know what I mean, why they didn't get invited to the freak off?
Hey man, I guess I probably feel like, hey, if it's consensual adult stuff, who cares? It ain't nobody's business. As long as it wasn't no illegal stuff happening up in there. That still remains to be seen. People automatically saying Diddy is guilty, but there haven't been no hardcore evidence yet on that front. There haven't been.
Nope. No
evidence. Yeah, it haven't been nothing except the hotel beating.
Yeah, except the hotel. That was the only
That's the only hardcore evidence I've seen. Yeah, all the rest of it, he said, she said.
Yeah, they figured they can persuade the minds of the people when they drop that they could make the public believe he did anything after that Cassie shit came out.
Facts.
But like now we know he did everything. Like that makes people automatically think. See, they know that it be psyop. They know what they be doing when they be doing. You know what I mean? When they put stuff like that in the media.
Yeah.
To persuade the mind of the people. Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, he's guilty of everything. If he could do that, that means he's guilty of everything. And that don't necessarily be true. He's guilty of what we seen on tape, but then they said that the statute of limitations ran out on that Cassie beating. The only
They
thing that
ain't got nothing solid on that dude
I don't
except
think
for
they
that
got nothing.
hotel room.
Yeah, and he can't be charged with that because the statute of limitations ran out on that.
Cause you gotta think about it. What they got that silent on them that because it would have been out there. They all the stuff that came out, whole bunch of cases got dropped because there's no evidence. There's no, holes in the story, no evidence. You know what I'm saying? Some people got caught in their lies because people snitched them out for lying. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about it. The whole baby oil thing that they was putting drugs in the baby oil, that didn't pan out. That didn't check out. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta start asking ourselves, not saying that he's innocent or guilty, but we gotta start asking ourselves, well, what's this hardcore evidence have they bought so far? Because I haven't seen nothing. Just a bunch of people talking, and come to find out, the Busby dude be trying to influence people. You know what I mean? He be trying to influence people to say things that might not even be true, just so he can have a case against somebody. So you gotta think about it, man. All right, now what's going on? What's going on now? And the thing is, like you said, JR is a program because they made it everybody's mind that he's guilty because of the Cassie hotel tape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that right there, like, all right, if he did that, then he did all the other stuff. And that's not necessarily have to be the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
And if that is the truth, we need to see the evidence. We can't just go off what he did
Well,
to
yeah,
Cassie hotel.
Yeah, you're gonna need evidence to convict this guy. Like,
facts.
I mean, you can't just say he's guilty just by, he's not gonna, do 30 years in prison because the public said he's guilty.
That's dangerous.
They ain't gonna be able to persuade. The public ain't gonna be able to persuade jail time, prison time for this man. It has to be hardcore evidence.
That would be dangerous, though,
But
if
then
society decided if we're guilty or not. Because everybody would be guilty all the time.
Yeah, if you want something to stick, you gotta have some hardcore evidence on this man. Cause just saying he guilty ain't going mean he gonna go to jail. Like, we need. And now his trial start March 5th. I mean, May 5th. My bad. His trial supposedly start May 5th. I don't know if they're gonna push it back or not, but that's the date that was set. We definitely gonna cover that trial. I don't know if we're gonna cover it on this channel or the crime channel. Might cover it on both. So yeah, so make sure y'all subscribe to this channel because we definitely gonna cover that. And I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'm anxious to see what they got, why they kept him in jail, why he wasn't able to, and why he wasn't able to get bail.
Facts.
I don't know anybody that offered ever in history offered $55 million for bail. Was it more than that?
Yeah,
it was more than that, right?
Nah, it was like 50. Nah, it was like 50.
Yeah, I never. Yeah.
If there's no hardcore evidence and they got him in jail, bro, that's scary. They can do that to anybody then. Yeah, I mean, you gotta think about it. If you ain't even convicted of nothing, they ain't got no evidence on you, but they got you in prison with no bail. They giving people who unalive people bail. They giving people who committed serious crimes. They giving them. But this, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't
that's
even
strange though, right? Yeah, if you think about all the they actually giving bail to murderers. Like, you can get bail, like, you committed a crime, you get bond, you can be bonded out of jail. But why is this man not able to get bond? Why? Why is they denying them bond?
Y'all gotta ask these questions.
And they can't say because he's a billionaire and he's a flight risk. There's no reason to keep a person in jail.
Nah.
That's not a reason to keep somebody in jail without bond. And this ain't even just caping for Diddy. It's just the, America's supposed to be, land of the free, home of the brave. You know, they got laws in place that, you know, that's supposed to, you know, person is innocent before proven guilty. Everybody got a right to due process. What happened to this country, man? What happened? Every person got a right to face the accuser. Then why is all these people what's up with all these anonymous people suing people? What's up with all these Jane Does and John Does, and what's up with that? Why are people able to hide and still, you know, have lawsuits on you, and they able to hide their name and stuff like that?
That's that lawyer
Yeah.
trying to find little loopholes and gray areas to do stuff.
Yeah, I thought
he really worked the system really good and got people lying so he could win cases.
Yeah, I thought every person had a right to face the accuser.
Bro, I knew it was something up when he came and opened up a hotline.
Right.
When he opened up a hotline, I mean, calling if you was touched by Diddy, that right there alerted me. That gave me,
that's
you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? Like that right there alerted me, bro.
Calling if you were touched by Diddy. That's crazy as hell, bro.
That alerted me. I'm like, oh, this dude, it's something up with this dude. Like, and you know, people love gravitating towards those types of scumbags. I'm gonna be real. Just because on paper they got a high success rate of cases and all that, but you know all the dirt that they do behind the scene to even do that, all the lies, all the stuff that they covered up, it's ridiculous. Like, I didn't trust that dude from the beginning. I just knew something was off about that dude. Now he can't even practice. He can't even practice law in New York now because he got caught.
And he getting sued. And
he getting sued
by Jay-Z's team.
There you go.
Jay-Z sued him. Yeah.
Like y'all don't find, like y'all not paying attention. Y'all gotta pay attention because they really are taking these celebrities down for other reasons than if they were guilty or not. Because if they were doing all this stuff over the years, you know, the establishment, the industry, they knew. The cops knew, military intelligence knew. They all knew what these individuals were doing, if they were doing it. But they didn't do nothing to stop them because they just wanted to make all that money. But as soon as these artists and these artists and all them start saying they want their money or they want their freedom or they want this and that, as soon as you start making demands, here they come. So we also gotta be mindful of that too, because they do set people up also. Like, these people don't even have to be guilty of what these people are saying. They were set up. And that's a big pop. They do set people up. Like, you gotta understand, you dealing with trillions and trillions of dollars. If you combine all these celebrities and all the money, all this activity that be going on behind the scenes, if all that money, it adds up to the trillions. So you know people would do anything to keep their power structure if trillions is coming through the industry. Collectively, it's like trillions going through the industries, man.
Yeah, it's trillions. It's trillions.
It's trillions of dollars. So you gotta think about it. They do anything to keep. And then when you're a billionaire, you already know too much. Because even to get the status of billionaire, you have to be in a club. Certain clubs. It's clubs, man. So you already know. If they gonna take you down, you one of them, then you already know it's something crazy. They do anything.
Yeah.
They do anything to take you down. If they gotta make up stuff, they do it.
Yeah, like and they doing things. They doing a lot of things not by the books too. So like
two
the
sets
rating
of books.
Yeah, like the rating of itself. Like, they doing stuff like they trying to get anything to basically stick on this man, because I don't really think they got anything, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think they don't have nothing on this man. I think he pissed some people off. He pissed some people off, and they was able to use their connections to get this man. You know what I mean? Get this man looked in. Well, first of all, they were saying he was already working with the feds. That he was already working with the feds, right? So I'm pretty sure if you already working with some people, they already got intel on you, right? But they will wait to use. But they will wait to use what they have against you until it's time to use what they have against you. And he must have pissed some people off, bro. And they just using everything they got to keep this nigga in jail, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, and they go extra length if they have to. If they realize, bro, I think these type of people don't let it go. Like just because he got just imagine he getting out and coming from under all this and actually get freed. You think they're gonna stop at that? You think they're gonna stop at that?
It's gonna be Diddy OD or Diddy plane went down.
Yep.
Diddy private jet. Diddy private jet goes down.
Right.
Yeah, you know how they do. Yeah, if they can't keep him in jail, yeah, they definitely take him out. Or who knows? They might try to take him out in jail. Who knows? I mean, one of them cheesecakes that those guards bring up to him could have something in it. Who knows? Anything can happen.
So his new case, he's being charged for forced labor. That's the new. I mean, that's the new allegations. I mean, against him, forced labor.
Yeah, we ain't saying Diddy is innocent or guilty. We don't know, but we saying we ain't seen no hardcore evidence of anything yet. And if any of y'all seen any hardcore evidence, matter of fact,
hear that?
We had dropped the link and we can't hear it.
I can't hear that.
We had dropped the link and let you come up here and tell us what hardcore evidence they got, because we haven't seen any yet.
All right, let me see if I can bring this up. Yeah.
Have you seen any, JR? Because I haven't.
Nah, it's no.
Is anything hardcore evidence?
Everything right now is just word of mouth. I mean, he might have got caught with some cocaine or something at the hotel when he got locked up. But then they try to say it was some like pink cocaine at the hotel when he got locked up. Something like that. But nothing. I don't know. I guess we have to wait till his trial starts.
And ABC News legal contributor.
Can y'all hear that?
Brian Buckmeyer joined now for more. Brian, that superseding indictment against Diddy includes new allegations of forced labor, but no new charges. How does that work?
Yeah, so it appears, as you pointed out, that we have the same three charges. And this is a 15-page suit. And those last two charges, the sex trafficking and transportation for purpose or engagement in prostitution, that's only one of the 15 pages. What I think what's happening here is the government put in more details about that first charge, that racketeering conspiracy, talking about alleged sexual assault and forced labor of employees of Sean Combs, as well as laying out more detail of this quote-unquote or alleged criminal enterprise.
Now, Combs is scheduled to go on trial in May. How does this new indictment affect the trial?
So in one hand, it's the same charges. And I can see the government saying, Your Honor, we should keep the same trial date of May 15th and not extend it back. But the defense may have an argument here to say, yes, it's the same charges, but it's a greater amount of information. We need to do our due diligence, investigate, speak to potential witnesses. We know that they, being the defense, don't have the witness list until April 15th. That may cause a pushback as well. And I want to correct myself. I think that the start date is May 5th. It's April 15th is when the witness list gets released. And so it could cause a pushback, but in that sense, it's the same charges, same allegations, and the judge may say, go full force ahead. You know what you're preparing for.
Combs is denying the allegations he has throughout. So how are his lawyers, or how are you expecting his lawyers at least, to approach his defense?
I think same charges, same allegations, more detail. We're going to get the same pushback. The pushback of denial that these individuals are seeking a payday, buyer's remorse. I think that's the argument we've seen. We've also seen a motion to dismiss saying that the charge of transportation to engage in prostitution is based on racial animus towards Sean Combs. I think they're going to be kind of playing the same tune regardless of what indictment they're seeing.
Wow. I don't know, man. It seems like they just trying to pull stuff out of the air now.
So now you got Diddy being involved in Tupac murder. You got a co-founder, one of Diddy ex-former business partner, Kurt Burrows, basically implies that Diddy had a hand in Tupac's death. Now he's coming out and saying that Diddy was involved with Tupac murder. So as Diddy has been accused of a lot of serious crimes lately, and now he's facing allegations of being involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur. The claims come from former Bad Boy president and co-founder Kurt Burrows, who was with the label up until being fired in 1997, year after Tupac was gunned down in Las Vegas. He's now filed a lawsuit against Diddy alleging things such as sexual abuse, coercion, violence, intimidation, career sabotage, and financial extortion. This is Kurt Burrows that's claiming that's got a lawsuit now. He put in a lawsuit against Diddy for Man, why everything is sexual with this boy though? Like, damn, everybody that put in a lawsuit, everything is sexual with this boy, man. You think people doing this just trying to get a piece of the pie? Or do you think people is actually, somebody behind the scenes pulling the strings and making these people move?
I think
like
it's a
puppets?
mixture of both. I think it's a mixture of all those things. It could be a lot of disgruntled people from the past too that he probably did do sexual things with, but it was a promise to get them on. They never got on. So this is my chance to get my revenge back. Because I gave my body up to him, but I ain't get what he promised me for giving my body up. Because, they do a lot of that, a lot of broken promises. Just so they could control them for the minute. You know what I'm saying? And then this is their way to get their revenge back. So you got to look at it like that, too. And then it could be real victims out there. We don't know. It could be real victims who didn't want him to do anything to them, and they did it anyway. Yeah. I think it's a mixture of all. I think it could be a mixture of all. All those things could be true. Yeah, all those things could be true.
All right, so it says among the allegations in his lawsuit, Burrows implies that Diddy was behind Tupac's death. He claims that Diddy felt an unchecked jealousy towards Tupac. He said, which was led to him allegedly conjuring a murder plot. Diddy was allegedly jealous of Tupac after allegedly feeling insecure about Tupac's talent and popularity. Burrows claimed Diddy grew upset over the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac starting to develop a friendship, and that his anger allegedly caused him to be reckless and create a dangerous environment in the hip-hop community. It's reported that the days before Tupac's murder in Las Vegas, Diddy rented cars for the men in Harlem to drive across the country and into Nevada City. It said that the caravan was not connected to Bad Boy Records in any way. Currently, a man named Dwayne, we know Keefy D, is awaiting trial for being charged over the involvement of Tupac's murder. Now he up in there claiming he ain't had nothing to do with it. After all that clout chasing he did, now he's saying he ain't never murdered nobody before in his life. He said he ain't murdered Tupac and he ain't murdered nobody ever in his life. I'm like, come on, bro, dude, you one of the major Compton Crip dudes in Los Angeles, especially around that time. You mean to tell me you ain't orchestrate no murders, bro? Or you ain't never murdered somebody yourself? Come on,
I
bro.
felt like he was lying. We felt like he was lying about the Tupac situation, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like he was.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. This whole thing between Diddy and Tupac and Biggie, yeah, cause Pac said it himself that Diddy set him up the first time he got shot. You know what I mean? Pac said that out of his own mouth. He said Diddy did it. He ain't say Biggie did it. He just said Biggie knew the niggas who did it. But out his mouth, he said Diddy arranged that for him to be set up. And I think Pac would know because people talk in the street.
Yeah, he said Puff. He said definitely Puff. He said definitely said Puffy name.
Right.
In that Vibe magazine interview.
Yeah, we can't play that because we played it before, but they give you a copyright.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna play that. People, I'm sure a lot of
but
people.
Yeah, people seen it. Yeah, he said that Diddy was the one. So that's more because I felt like Pac knew who set him. He knew the people who shot him and who they dealt with. So I believe the first time. So if he was to do it the first time, I wouldn't doubt that he wouldn't try it the second time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. And then it's even worse because Pac started dissing them, you know. He was dissing them with he was dissing them. So you gotta think about it. He already didn't like Pac, and Pac started dissing him. His ego was going even more. Like, man, I should have got him the first time. Like, I mean, not saying that we don't know. This is all legend. You know what I mean? I'm just going by the evidence that already presented itself. You know what I'm saying? Out there already. So yeah, it's believable.
Well, of course they saying, alleged Diddy made a $1 million deal with Keith P. He ended up having issues with getting the money to Davis. So Suge Knight claimed Snoop Dogg was behind the Tupac shooting death too. So yeah, you got Suge claiming that Snoop was involved. So Death Row Records co-founder Suge Knight recently accused Snoop Dogg of being involved in Tupac's murder. But it's not clear Burroughs mentioned Snoop's name appears anywhere. Doesn't mention Snoop's name appear anywhere in the lawsuit.
Crazy.
Let me see if I can because he did an interview with Art of Dialogue mentioning that too. So in a recent interview with Art of Dialogue, Suge claimed the singer Ray J told him that Snoop confessed to being involved in Tupac's death. So he's saying he claimed that Ray J told him that Snoop confessed to it. But Ray J and Snoop is cousins. They first cousins. Snoop and Ray J.
I don't know about this.
But I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't believe that Snoop confessed to Ray J.
Yeah, come on, man. This shit's starting to sound crazy now.
All right, says involved in Tupac's death. Said you bragged about all these phone calls recorded, Suge claimed. You bragged about how Snoop tells you that he was part of the people who put bread up to kill Pac. Basically, he's saying Snoop knows who put the bread. You know what I mean? He knows who the bread was basically given to, supposedly to kill Tupac. That whole gang association, Crip association thing or whatever. I think it's all a monkey wrench. So Suge continue. That's why I say I don't mention Tupac's name in none of your interviews, because you're fucked with Mr. Snoop, who said he had something to do with it. I guess that's Suge talking to Ray J. Says later the Art of Dialogue made a social media post about Suge's claims, and Snoop wound up. Yeah, Snoop was in the comments saying this nigga won't stop talking about me. Basically, he said he mad because he bought Death Row, but Snoop bought Death Row, and Suge mad about that. He basically saying Suge won't stop talking about him because he mad because he bought Death Row Records.
Niggas was saying that Suge did it at one point. That Suge got Pac set up.
Yeah.
They were saying that Suge did it, but why would Suge put himself in the line of fire?
Suge wouldn't put his own self in the line of fire to get shot, bro.
Hell no.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
Hell no.
That is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That don't sound right. I don't think he'd put himself in the line of fire to get. I don't know, bro. That's crazy. That'd be a crazy hit.
All right, here we go. So shout out to our dialogue. Let's go ahead and get into this clip. Let's get into this clip of Suge. He did a quick posted a quick clip of Suge talking about it. So yeah, and Suge saying Ray J was involved with the Whitney Houston joint. Yeah, he mentioned the Whitney Houston murder, saying Ray J was involved with that.
I
don't know, man.
Suge mad at Ray J.
Suge kind of probably mad at Ray J because Ray J Yo, he used to talk to Reggae all the time. You know what I'm saying? So Reggae kind of
Reggae
not
used to
talking
claim
to.
blood.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Reggae is Suge's little homie. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
So I don't know what happened. Now, you know, maybe something happened that we don't know about. But Suge is, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We don't know what really happened. I mean, some people say the government took out Biggie and Tupac.
Right. All right, so let's get into this quick clip or the dialogue with talking to Suge on the phone.
I'm quite sure it's some interesting things that you guys put together and tell your story. It's for me to tell my motherfucking story. When it comes to the part where you talk about Left Eye had a problem, if he died because of me, that's a lie. But let's talk about some facts. Whitney Houston, it's on your hands. I remember the conversation when she thought her life was in the toilet. She didn't even say your name. She just used the term that Brandy's little brother bringing me drugs and doing drugs with me. Brandy's little brother trying to kiss me and do drugs with me. Next thing you know, she's dead. You brag about all these phone calls recorded. You brag about how Snoop tell you and told you he's a part of the people who put bread to kill Pac. That's why I say don't mention Tupac's name in none of your interviews, because you fuck with the motherfucker Snoop who said he had something to do with it.
Yo,
Snoop. Yo, Suge, crazy, bro.
Was involved in killing hip hop's best all-time artist.
What?
You
Come on, Suge, man.
was involved in killing the best female vocalist that ever did it, Whitney Houston. So to get your ratings to go up for Love and Hip Hop, wherever the fuck that is, or wherever you guys got to do to be relevant, talk about that. That alone speaking volumes.
Oh, come on, Suge, man. You ain't say this shit years ago, bro. Like, why are you saying all this stuff now, though? Now, I ain't saying it ain't true or false, but why now, Suge? You had plenty of time. The way
They
you
asked them on television, if you knew
About
who killed Tupac,
Yeah.
would you tell who did it? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Come on, Snoop. I mean, come on.
Why
Suge,
now?
man. Come on, Suge, man. Come on, bro.
Why now?
Yeah, I do sense a little hate from Suge. And I don't usually say that about Suge, but I do sense a little hate, bro.
I mean, he in jail and somebody bought death row. He mad.
Yeah, he could have been.
He's raging right now.
He could have been said all that.
How Snoop names getting first? It went from Suge, people saying Suge did it, some people saying the government did it, people saying that Diddy did it. Keefy D said he did it.
They say Orlando Anderson did it.
They say Orlando Anderson did it. You forgot about him. Now it's always Snoop Dogg. Now Snoop Dogg is involved. Come on, man.
They saying Snoop was, the people, that bread got passed off to. And it's very much so. He probably do know the people, but that don't mean he was
Snoop
involved.
know a lot of people, right?
Yeah, he know a lot of. He's a Crip. He's from, he's a Crip, and he was in the industry, so I'm pretty sure he connected to a lot of different folks.
I mean, make no damn sense, man.
Yeah, that I don't know. It seemed like Suge kind of jealous because him and Harry Yo out because Snoop and Harry Yo out here bought the death row up. You know what I'm saying? Watch, he gonna be talking about Harry Yo next. Suge gonna be called from jail talking about Harry Yo next if he ain't already started. I don't know. He probably could have started already. I don't know. I don't catch everything Suge put out, but he gonna be talking about Harry Yo next.
That's true.
Suge feel like they slighted him out of that You know. Yeah, make sure y'all check out the sea moss on the shop too, y'all. 30% off on all the sea moss. That sea moss is good, man. So, and it's good to implement that in your daily regimen. That sea moss, because that takes care of a lot of problems within your body.
Facts.
98 of the 101 minerals that you need, that your body needs. So definitely get that sea moss. The sea moss, we got the CBD cigarettes on there for y'all that be smoking cigarettes but trying to find a better alternative, something that actually, help with, with some certain conditions.
There's
Definitely
also
hit the shop up.
pre-rolls on there too.
Got the pre-rolls on here. Got the vapes on here. We got the 5-star detoxes. We got the detox drinks. We got the super greens, organic or alkalized, health food supplement. We got the CBD, CBG lollipops on here. Yeah. We got a lot of good stuff.
Herbals.com, y'all.
We got a lot of good stuff on the site, y'all. Wound cream. We got the Zeo Hill Herbal Wound Salve on here. We got the pain balm. When you use the pain balm, that stuff works instantly. So
yeah.
I mean, Bengay and all that shit ain't got nothing on this. This is straight natural. Natural. Works instantly. So of course we got the shampoos, the soaps, the lotions, the hair growth. We got the organic extra strength hair growth. The sea moss and funnel greek and that, rosemary. Yeah, man, we got a lot of good stuff on the shop, man. Check us out, man. 90dayeherbals.com. You know what I'm saying? I guess, damn, anything else? We covered everything. I think we covered everything, yo.
Yeah, we definitely covered everything, man. People just need to start asking questions. That's it. We covered everything.
Oh, you talking about the chat? Ask questions? Or
no, I'm just saying people need to start questioning it.
People
just need to start questioning it. Yeah, people need to start questioning everything out here for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. We appreciate all the support we've been getting from, y'all buying from the shop. Definitely definitely appreciate all of y'all who've been watching or tuning in to all of our live shows and watching all the videos we post. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the new subscribers too.
Yeah, shout out to all the new subs.
Right.
Yeah,
make sure y'all click the notification bell so y'all know when we live.
Yeah, we got a lot of new, almost 8,000 subs, bro.
Facts.
Almost 8,000 subs in less than a month. So
trying to build this channel. They took our first channel. We was at 260K.
No, I was at 215K. Yeah, it was at 215. You know what I mean? I seen the actual, number of subscribers we had on that channel. But we was on our way though.
We must have took a dip because we was at we was further than that. It had took a dip right before they deleted that joint. But yeah, it definitely we definitely trying to rebuild back up, man. We definitely shout out to y'all who've been working with us through all of this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all been tuning in even from when we was doing it on our first channel.
Dang, 8,000 subs in a month, man. Shout out to y'all for recognizing the channel fire. Cause it's not easy getting 8,000 to 10,000 subs in a month, bro.
Yeah,
that is not easy.
That's hard on YouTube.
That is not easy to get. You know what I mean? That is something that's not easy.
It's a lot of YouTubers out there that's wishing they was able to get that many subs.
Right. Like it ain't that easy. So we salute to y'all for recognizing the content fire. You know what I'm saying? So
all right, man. Yeah, it's definitely a blessing. So yeah, man, shout out to y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all for coming through. I think we done here.
Yeah. We catch y'all on the next live stream. And make sure y'all click all notifications. We still doing uploads. Subscribe to the 90-Day True Crimes channel. And if y'all interested in watching the Good Times animated series we did, that's on 90-Day Cartoons. So y'all can go over there and check that out. Whole 10 episodes. 10 episodes. 4 episodes. This ain't
Facts.
Just 5-minute videos. These are full 20-minute, 30-minute episodes.
It's good for everybody to watch. The
That's
whole
a family
can
show.
watch them.
Yeah, it's a family
Yeah.
show. So that's Night and Day Cartoons on YouTube. Y'all can just put it in the search. Let's sit down with your family, hold it up on the TV. Y'all can watch it. The kids and all that. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
good.
man. And on that note, bro, we about here, bro.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.